Inventions that change the world. Humans are naturally curious and creative, two traits that have led our species to many scientific and technological breakthroughs. Here, we explore the most important inventions of all time. Number 1. GPS. Enter the Global Positioning System, GPS, a network of satellites that constantly transmit signals that anyone on Earth can use to determine their precise position, provided they possess a simple GPS receiver. GPS saves lives every day. Emergency workers use it in wilderness rescues, police use it to track suspects, and those traveling off the beaten path use it to return to civilization. 2. Smartphones. Although the telephone is already on this list, the smartphone has driven a revolution in personal, portable computing since its invention in the past few decades. Smartphones have been a launchpad for social media and instant messaging apps, and have combined multiple forms of technology into one small device. 3. Before the invention of the wheel in 3500 BC, humans were severely limited in how much stuff we could transport over land and how far. The wheel itself wasn't the most difficult part of inventing the wheel. Now, wheels are vital to our way of life, found in everything from clocks to vehicles to turbines. 4. Printing press. Printing presses exponentially increased the speed with which book copies could be made, and thus they led to the rapid and widespread dissemination of knowledge for the first time in history. 5. Penicillin. It's one of the most famous discovery stories in history. The drug penicillin, which fights a huge number of bacterial infections in humans without harming the humans themselves. 6. Compass. Ancient mariners used the stars for navigation, but this method didn't work during the day or on cloudy nights, making it dangerous to travel far from land. The compass enabled mariners to navigate safely far from land, opening up the world for exploration and the subsequent development of global trade. 7. Light bulb. The invention of the light bulb transformed our world by removing our dependence on natural light, allowing us to be productive at any time, day or night. Several inventors were instrumental in developing this revolutionary technology throughout the 1800s. 8. Telephone. Several inventors did pioneering work on electronic voice transmission, many of whom later filed intellectual property lawsuits when telephone use exploded. But it was Scottish inventor Alexander Graham Bell who was the first to be awarded a patent for the electric telephone. 9. Internet. The Internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks that is used by billions of people worldwide. In 1989, the Internet evolved further thanks to the invention of the World Wide Web by computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee while working at CERN. 10. Nails. This key invention dates back more than 2,000 years to the ancient Roman period and became possible only after humans developed the ability to cast and shape metal. Previously, wood structures had to be built by interlocking adjacent boards geometrically, a much more arduous construction process. 11. Use of fire. The use of fire is one of humankind's most powerful early inventions and radically changed the way our ancient ancestors lived. Offering warmth and the ability to cook foods such as meat, the campfire was also a social gathering place. Fire also provided some protection against predators. 12. Concrete. Ancient Romans are credited as one of the first societies to use concrete in architecture. Incredibly, many of these ancient buildings are not only standing, but remain in good condition some 2,000 years later. 13. Batteries. French physicist Gaston Planté, who invented the first practically used battery in 1859. Modern variations on Planté's rechargeable lead-acid battery are still used in cars today. 14. Airplane. The first human-operated flight taking place in 1783 when Joseph Michael and Jacques-Étienne Montgolfier took to the skies in a hot air balloon. The Wright brothers were inspired by watching birds in flight. The glider took a page from birds' wings, but had a 32-foot wingspan. 15. Refrigerator. Refrigeration in some form has been around for thousands of years. Depending on the climate, ice or cold water was used to keep food cold in ancient times, but artificial refrigeration didn't come until 1748. American engineer Fred Wolf invented the first domestic refrigerator, and as demand for fresh produce grew, so did the number of households with refrigerators. 16. X-rays. Like many famous inventions, the X-ray was discovered by accident. In 1895, German engineer and physicist Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen was undertaking a 2-month study into the potential of radiation. These observations led to the development of radiology as we know it today, and has since helped medical professionals diagnose broken bones, tumors, organ failures,